And she did. She really
Oh,
did.
that's cruel.
He's a little bit higher this week. Now, all of our stars are hoping to strut their funky stuff and make it through 70s week unscathed, trying to get them there in one piece. It is Jane Torvill and Christopher Dean.
Hi, Chris.
Hiya.
Hi, Chris.
He's a bit too far away for your liking, isn't he?
A bit too far. Now, you've had a really challenging week this week, haven't you?
This week, this is the most choreographic routines that we've put together in 1 week. You know, we've had 11 to do, and it was a mammoth task, I have to say that. But everybody's taken it on board, and they've gone away, and they're working really hard at the moment.
Jane, we had people working on this, because you say it's the most you've ever done. 26 hours of choreography you guys have done this week.
Yeah, we were a bit sort of zoned out by the end of the Tuesday, was the second day of it.
And that was just the second day, and you've got till Sunday to go.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's just so many steps in our heads, and you just get to a point of...
And it's not just our dancers as well, it's you guys, because I think you've got your toughest routine yet, and we've got a little behind-the-scenes look of your week so far.
Yeah, arch your back as much as you can.
As well as choreographing 11 routines for the celebrities this week, we've also got to work on our routine so it's ready for the performance on Sunday.
Around the corner.
This week's routine is so difficult and so physically demanding. It's fast, it's non-stop for about 3 minutes, but they don't know how to slow down.
Can we both jump? Dun, dun.
We've had a couple in the past that have been marathons, but this feels harder, doesn't it?
It's just a lot of steps.
Length of time,
Very
it's all
quick.
fast.
Did I miss one out then?
Yeah.
No time. If you make one mistake, you've blown it. There's no time to catch up. It's like an old person. Hang on.
Don't rush me.
There we go.
You're going to be in so much trouble.
I think our minds think that we're still young. Our bodies tell us something else.
Speak for yourself.
Sporty spicy.
Can you then pop out of it at the end of it?
At our ages, it feels like the Olympics. But I think even Olympians don't do full-on fast for nearly 3 minutes.
Not when you're years old.
Yeah.
Not when you're as old as Jane. I've got to look after her.
I am older than
Otherwise-
him, of course, by
So
a few months.
Let's just sit down and have a cup of tea now.
It's funny when you talk about zoning out, because I was imagining, do you ever have one of those senior moments when you get out onto the ice and think, what am I supposed to be doing?
All the time.
Jane has those when she wakes up in the morning.
What day is it? Where am I going?
Does he like to remind you who's the eldest in the
yes,
partnership?
he does. He says I've got a 10-second delay on reacting to something.
That's pretty good compared to ours, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I thought you were going to say compared to me.
I was, but I didn't want to embarrass you.
You
Now,
was.
look, all joking aside, how's the routine coming on? Because your routine, we missed you last week, back this week, and it's a tough one, isn't it, Jane?
Well, it is hard because it's fast, but it's really fun because all the 70s music's so much fun, and we're skating to Tiger Feet, and it's just a really fun up number, and before you know it, it's over, but you can't breathe.
Do you need oxygen at the end?
I'll bring you oxygen on.
Steady on, girl.
Okay, no, I'll bring a bit on for you, but mainly for him. But
You've
anyway,
experienced that before, haven't you?
what were you two doing in the 70s?
Ooh, we just started skating together, actually, around 1975. That's when we both were without partners, and his coach put us together. And that was the beginning of our career together, wasn't it?
I was still in the police force as well, though.
I was
As a
still
double.
Wait, so you did the whole
yeah.
thing.
Policeman.
Happy days, eh? But stop thinking of him in the uniform.
I never realised,
Well, look,
Chris.
Jane and Chris are going to be showing us some exclusive training footage with a very special member of the ICE panel. We've prized her away from the pack. Give it up for Emma Bunton! It's lovely to see you. Thank you for coming.
And you.
It's lovely to have you on your own as well, because you're our favourite. She's our favourite judge, isn't she?
I think you say that to all of them.
Okay,
You
maybe we
wouldn't
do.
say that if the others were here.
They're not here, though. Tell us what they're really like.
Okay, they're a nightmare. No, not really. Oh, they're lovely. Karen obviously is just so motherly and lovely. Nicky's our crazy cat. He's just fab, and so it's Jason.
If you had to take one on a desert island, which one would it be?
Oh, do you know what? I'd take Jason for the pure entertainment of it.
He'd nick all your suntan lotion and all your
He
beauty products.
would, but he'd keep me laughing.
It would. It'd be good fun, actually. Well, our first training clip to show you all is Dr. Hilary and Alexandra. So, Chris, can you talk us through what Hilary is dealing with this week?
Well, what we've tried to do, we've tried to make him be a bit more confident with his steps. So they're possibly a little easier, but it's going to give him more speed and look more confident, because I think there was a comment last week about feeling unsafe watching him.
Yeah, Emma, you said you felt physically sick. There was certain irony that you felt sick after seeing the doctor. Do you think you're going to be able to enjoy him this week? Do you think what Chris is saying, making it a bit simpler, giving you a bit more confidence?
Yeah, I hope so. I think obviously seeing speed and skating is going to be great. I think it was more the lift. You know, obviously you're watching dancing on ice. It's scary. And when he was lifting his poor partner, I just thought, they're going to go. And it makes you feel sick.
Yeah, you get
it's
nervous
scary.
for them, yeah.
I quite like that feeling, though.
Well, it is.
Yeah, that it might go wrong. Because he didn't. He rescued it. And it all
He
got
did.
taken.
I mean, bless him. He's working obviously so hard, but you know.
He did well actually to stay up. I really thought he was going to fall flat.
I thought he was going to go.
And the rest of England.
Yeah, that would have been great telly. Next we have Mikey and Melanie in training. Jane, what challenges have you set them this week?
Well, we've given them Cecilia, Simon and Garfunkel song, and we did it years ago as a routine in a comedic way, and we tried to get them to do that, and they've been doing it really well because they have a great relationship. And we're really pleased with how they've taken it on, because it's quite difficult, but they have to be funny at the same time.
Mikey's a great comedian as well. I mean, he's just got a funny sense of humour, and I think if he pulls it off, everybody will fall in love with him even more and this routine.
We've watched it, haven't we? The bit at the top was worrying us slightly.
I just think Jason's going to go for him.
They're sort of trying to follow the same...
They'll get that together.
They'll get it together. It'll be
Yeah,
Having
that was
said
just an
that,
early
I mean,
stage.
Emma, Mikey gave you goosebumps
He
last Sunday. Do you
did.
think he could do it?
I
potentially
hope
this
so,
week?
even though I like seeing him being a bit more kind of man in this, but then he might be very funny and I might fall in love with him all over again, who knows.
As long as he brings that character, that's what you want. You want
Yes.
the manliness with the character.
Yes, and if we see that performance, and he's brilliant at that, so let's hope he brings that this week.
What we'll try to do with every routine is they've got to change themselves up every routine. They've got to look different. If they're looking the same all the time, we'll get bored with that. So we're always trying to change them up.
Well, look, obviously the 70s is going to look different. For Tana and Stuart, we've got some footage of them. What sort of things and challenges have you been setting Tana and Stuart?
Well, they're skating to Waterloo, and she loves that track. And so in rehearsal, she's loosened up a bit, even though they've struggled with some of the moves. And, you know, we see the occasional natural smile that she has. So we're hoping she'll be confident by Sunday, and she will enjoy it rather than tense up.
She's much better in rehearsal because she doesn't feel the tension.
Looks
The minute
great,
she gets
actually,
out
yeah,
there
in
on the ice.
I really feel for her, because we've got to remember this is the first time she's ever performed in front of a live audience, and I just really admire her for that.
Yeah, I do. And also because last week you were
Amazing.
saying you didn't quite believe their relationship last week. But looking at that, do you think...
I think I'm really excited about seeing her do an up-tempo performance. I think that's because we've seen her do 2 ballads, so it's going to be lovely to see her be a bit quicker and have a bit more fun with it.
And is that why you were cheering, or is it the song that you really love? Because you got quite excited.
I'm cheering because she's doing something up-tempo. I think she's going to enjoy that more. She'll be able to get more out of it. We'll see more of a performance from her, I think.
Okay, great. Well, Jane and Chris, you've given them their choreography. What you don't know is our dancing stars have been doing a little extracurricular dressing up to get them in the mood. Did you recognise any of them?
1 or 2 in there.
What was it?
I only got Hillary when you nearly fell over. That's the only reason I got Hillary. Hillary's in there, Daniela, Mikey and Heather. So thank you very much, guys. Now, look, our voters online on our poll on Facebook.
There he goes.
I love my online polling. I
Needs
think
to get out
Hayley
more.
is going to be the best at bringing Saturday Night Fever to Sunday nights. They've got a point?
Well, Jane, you've seen them all in training, so who should we be looking out for on Sunday?
Hayley and Dan, they've got a great routine. And I think Mikey and Mel, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Anyone you're looking forward to?
Do you know what? I'm just so excited about the whole night. Obviously, 70s music. It's going to be great fun. I'm looking forward to Mikey as well, of course. But Hayley's brilliant. You know, the girls. I'm looking forward to seeing Emily as well. I think she's going to bring it this week. Yeah.
Emily's coming in very
Got a
shortly, so she
feeling.
can tell us all about that.
Oh, I've got a feeling.
Guys, I'm afraid we're out of time for the time being. Thank you very much. All our guys, everybody.